Hey guys, I'm the Shameless Shrink, and today I want to talk about sleep hygiene. So today's topic was inspired by the fact that last night I didn't actually sleep very well because I did some things right when it came to my sleep hygiene routine and some things wrong. And also there were some kids, I think, shooting off fireworks, and for me that personally kept me awake and my whole body was just like every time it went off. I can't really blame them. It's the 4th of July week. We all get a little excited. And so, yeah, but there's also this like small part of me that's a little grumpy and wants to be like, you darn kids and your fireworks. That being said, so let's talk sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene was a word that when I first heard it, I was like, that's weird. When I think about hygiene, I think about wearing deodorant, I think about taking a shower, which I have yet to do, and those sort of things, but I don't really think about doing the things I need to do to set myself up for a good night's sleep. Part of my normal sleep hygiene routine entails having my phone be on this mode where it dims all of the blue light, and so it's only yellow light that's coming from the screen. The blue light, we know, stimulates our brain and keeps us up, and so if you try to set that an hour before you go to bed, that actually helps your brain start to realize, okay, it's time to go to bed, and produce melatonin and all the things it naturally would so that you could sleep better. And in this day and age of technology, I feel like that's like the first thing I want to talk about is setting that on your phone. I know iPhones have them. I'm pretty sure other phones do too, so make sure you set that up tonight as a way of just kind of getting some better sleep hygiene. Another thing that I do is I brush my teeth, I wash my face, and I pretty much do it in the same way and about like the same time before bed, like about 15 minutes. And that's part of my personal sleep hygiene, and it just kind of tells my body, hey, we're getting ready for bed. The other thing that I'll do too is if I am in bed and I'm not super tired, I will pull out a book. And depending on how awake I am, because like I know for some people they'll just really get into a book, but for me, when I start reading a book at night, I get about 3 pages in usually and I'm out. And so, yeah, so reading a book is really helpful for me. The other thing that's really important is making sure that you're in a room that doesn't have a ton of lights on, and especially that blue light. So even blue light coming from like an alarm clock, the numbers on it, that can disrupt your sleep cycle. So blackout curtains are helpful as well. I have a light pole pretty much like, well, it feels like 10 feet away from my window, but it's probably like 30 feet. And it is very disruptive if I don't have my shades completely turned down. So little things like that can disrupt our sleep as well. The other thing is noise. I used to live in the middle of Old Town, and there was my neighbor, I swear, like made a ton of noise, and it wasn't even their fault, but like sometimes I'd hear things like bowling ball sounds and what sounded like marbles coming across the floor at like 2 a.m. in the morning. So what was really important to me was to have a fan or some sort of sound machine so that I could just drown out all of that crazy upstairs neighbor noise. Now, for a lot of us, we have like animals, like the one might be seen in the background here. If that's the case for you, you may want to consider having a fan or some sort of noisemaker to ensure that you're able to sleep at night. Some people even use earplugs. For me, I don't like the feel of them, so I just use like noisemakers if I have a lot of noise going on. So we've covered making sure that you have a really quiet and dark room, that you take plenty of time before bed to kind of have a ritual in place where you're doing the same things every single night. For me, I take about 30 minutes. Sometimes people need even up to an hour. So if 30 minutes isn't enough, know yourself. And then also just making sure that you are not spending a ton of screen time before bed, and if you do, that you have that yellow light turned on, or you can get these really cute glasses on Amazon that are blue light blockers, and I'll post a link to one of them in the YouTube video below here. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you want to sponsor me, you can. I hope you guys have an awesome sleep tonight, and I will talk with you later. Oh yeah, and my beverage of choice today is water because I'm super exciting.